If I should go through my Instagram DMs and get $1 for every time I get the question, how many stocks should I buy, then I'll probably be still poor because it's around 20 people. But the fact remains, it's a question that needs answering, and why not do it on this platform right now? So in this video, we will go over how many stocks should you have in your portfolio. Stay tuned. Wagwan future millionaires, welcome back to the channel. My name is Demetress Fairman. Warren Buffett once said, diversification makes little sense for someone who knows what they are doing and is a protection against ignorance. And at first glance, it may seem like he's saying don't diversify. But in theory, diversification is a good strategy, especially for those who don't necessarily know how to analyze a business. And don't get me wrong, it's a good strategy. But if you know how to analyze and value businesses, then it's crazy to own 50 well-known businesses. By listening to this statement, we can understand that in order to find the perfect number for us, we have to take into consideration the quality of that company. But let's face it, we are Warren and we don't have his money. We have to do what works for us. Also, we have to factor in risk in finding our perfect number. So the other day when I took a stocks course, it mentions that whenever I am setting a goal, I have to follow certain criteria. The profit I'm willing to take, the loss I'm willing to take, the risk tolerance, and also the time horizon. And stating these points, it indirectly tells me the amount of stocks I need to get to that goal. For example, let's say you buy 4 stocks and you split them 25% each, coming to a total of 100%. What if one of those stocks behaves poorly or performs poorly? Then you lose 25%. The inverse can be said, you gain 25% also, but notice that it's a big swing up or down. Look at the other scenario. You buy 10 stocks and you split them 10%. That's 10 ways, 10 by 10, 100. And if one of those stocks performs poorly, then that's just a 10% loss. Inversely, if it performs good, it's a 10% gain. Notice that with more stocks, you have a small movement either in the positive or the negative. But if you have less stocks, then you have a bigger swing to the positive or to the negative. So now do you see where your risk tolerance ties into this? But even though you're equipped with this knowledge, the next part of the equation is, how do you diversify? Should you diversify in companies that you understand, or should you diversify in different sectors? And in this world of investing and stocks, sectors are like financial companies, manufacturing, education, real estate, the list goes on. Look at the likes of Tree, they're in manufacturing. Look at Fesco, they're in oil. And look at Edufocal, which is in education. Knowing a sector can make you very proficient in that area. But if you spend the time to study other businesses and know about other sectors, then it makes diversifying easier for you and spreads the risk. Another factor that you can look on is market cap. And on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, they make it easy to differentiate companies with big and small market caps. You have the main market, which has most of the big companies, and you have the Junior Stock Exchange, which have mostly the small companies. And if you have any idea or understanding or experience with stocks, you know that smaller companies tend to be more of growth stocks. They provide a lot more upside and also downside when they come on the market, so people use that as their vehicle to get to their goals quicker. On the other hand, you may have the established main market stocks, which proved themselves over time, already did most of their growth, and is basically growing slower and preserving value, which people associate with being safer. So the reason for stating market cap is that we want to find stocks that fit our diversification rule, that fit our risk appetite, and also help us to get to our goals. Now let's answer the question, how many stocks should I buy? Think of it this way, how many stocks can you truthfully, fully understand and keep track of? Some analysts get paid to track one stock, and they are professionals. By setting a goal, by figuring out how much you plan to lose or gain, by selecting a sector that you fully understand, and then either choosing between the main market or the junior market, then I think you can come up with your perfect number. As for me, I have around 8 stocks. And according to Google, they say that the perfect diversified portfolio the amount of stocks that you should own is anywhere from 20 to 30. Could you track 20 to 30 stocks and be proficient in all those sectors and have a full grasp of your portfolio? And this is why that number is personal and it's up to the investor. So make a choice that fits you. So I hope you guys like the idea of this video. I got the inspiration from Humphrey Young. He's another finance YouTuber. As always, thank you for watching, liking, and sharing my content. And if you really don't want to miss the next video, you can always ring that notification bell. Or you can just watch that next video in the box, maybe something that you like. Until next time, happy investing.